and Duke's commitment, Cooper Flagg, is a very, very special call. Special guest, Wes Langley of Utopia. I'm going to take it
away. Okay, we're going to talk about the Cooper Flagg decision. No player has got this much hype or pressure to live up to that amount of the potential since, I think, Zion Williamson. And of course, he went to Duke too, and he's went through a lot of injuries, and the hype is still there with Zion. But he'll be joining next season. The kid is only 16 years old right now, and he'll be 17 when he attends Duke. I'm going to break down what this means for Duke and Flagg. Cooper Flagg committed to the Blue Devils on Monday with an interview with Slam Magazine's Franklin Cali. Flagg had this to say. He said a recent visit to Duke campus helped to seal his choice to pick the Blue Devils over UConn. I'm honored that I have the opportunity to join the Brotherhood, and hopefully I'll be one of the players that recruits are looking at someday and someone they can see themselves being. Especially from all the love I saw this past weekend when I was there, it made me really excited, all the Cameron Crazy and fans. And I was there in attendance, and I actually met Cooper Flagg. He's a great guy. He loved all the fans. He took pictures, everything. And he was with Coach Shire and Edgecombe and that center, Patrick something. I don't know his last name. But he's a 5-star center, which he'll be committing on Saturday. My iPad is all right here. I think it's going to be a really exciting year, and fans should just get ready because I know that I'm all about winning. So I'm going to keep that winning culture that Duke has. Flagg, who checks in at 6'8", 195 pounds, is the number one overall prospect in the class of 2024 and a 5-star recruit. The forward cut down his list down to Duke and UConn as the two finalists before making his decision, and notably visited the Blue Devils twice. And he visited UConn right before countdown. And it stretched the process. And there was a shooting in Maine right before he committed. He was going to commit this past Friday, and he waited until Monday. But the type of player that Cooper Flagg is, he can come in and carry a team as a freshman with his ability to sky over defenders for dunks, dominate on the defensive side, and cause matchup problems as a versatile defender. I also see him as a two-way prospect, and highlighted his shot blocking ability, passing, footwork, and improving jump shot and ball handling. Having a forward at his size who can distribute, attack the lane, handle the ball, and stretch the defense with his outside shot will be quite the advantage in any game for Duke. Throw in the capability of defending multiple positions and protecting the rim on the other side. There is plenty to like about Flagg's game. Anything less than a Final Four appearance during Flagg's time with the Blue Devils, even if it's just one season, could be as a disappointment. After all, this is one of the sport's marquee programs that expects to compete for greatness on a yearly basis. It was in the Final Four as recently as 2022 and is attempting to capture its first national title since the 2015. Having Flagg on campus, well, I'm down. Okay. Having Flagg on campus will help step forward accomplishing just that. And I'm going to go over the Cooper Flagg recruitment, basically a basis on how it went down. The 6'9", 200-pound phenom has held an offer from Shire since May 2022, ever since he's been remained at the top of the Blue Devils recruiting wish list. while garnering loads of attention nationally and specifically from future Duke basketball fan base. After checking out UConn on an official visit in September, Flagg made his second trip to Duke on October 20th, this time for an official visit. He and two other 2024 Blue Devil targets, five-star guard VJ Edgecombe and five-star Patrick Ngabe II, attended Countdown to Craziness. I personally was in attendance for that, and the fans literally adored Flagg. They He actually sat down with the crazies, and at one point they gave him a baby to hold, and the fans just went crazy. Um, Flagg is the highest rated Duke recruiting prospect that holds a perfect composite rating of 1,000 since RJ Barrett in 2018. They are the only two Blue Devils to ever receive that rating. Presumably, Cooper Flagg will be the finishing touch on his longtime dream by putting his commitment in ink during the early signing period, which is November 8th to November 15th. And most people don't know this, but Cooper Flagg family has great basketball ties. His mother, Kelly, played D1 at the University of Maine from 1995 to 1999, where she embarked on a great 4 year stretch where she won four America East titles in a row, and they made an NCAA tournament appearance all 4 years. Her senior year, when she was the team captain, Kelly was the she led the team in points per game and led the Black Bears over Stanford to the program's first and only NCAA tournament win, and that was on the women's side. His dad also played D1 for the University of Maine. Um, how does Flagg's addition affect the Blue Devils roster next season? The 2024-2025 roster likely won't be set for another 7 months, but Flagg's commitment gives Shire the nation's most talented player, an anchor to build around, regardless of who else is next to him. The Blue Devils already had two top 25 recruits in the fold in Isaiah Evans and Con Cooper, as well as top 50 guard Darren Harris. On the flip side, they have four players projected by ESPN to be taken in the first 31 picks of the 2024 NBA draft. So the key question really becomes, who else does Flagg get to play with him in Durham? Five-star prospect VJ Edgecombe and five-star big man Pat Ngabe visited Duke for Countdown to Craziness with Flagg. Will his commitment push either of them to pick the Blue Devils? There are plenty of dominoes still to fall, but any rush with Flagg on it has a chance to be special. Do you have any comments on the Cooper Flagg decision?
I think it was a decision that looks like it's going to be out for Cooper Cup, and I remember magazine up a player since they had Davis on the as a high senior 2011.
Yeah, I lost you for a second, and you just came back.
Yeah, it's been really laggy on Restream today. The last few episodes, when I've recorded on Restream, there's been no issues. It's just been weird today. What other topics would you like to discuss, Wes? There was the trade deadline. There was the NBA mock you sent. I mean,
The NBA mock, I'd like to go over that.
all right.
I didn't get a chance to. I just saw the trade with Chase Young, and I saw a few others. I don't know every trade that went down. I know it was a trade deadline, so there was a lot. Would you like to go over that?
There's only 8 trades. There were not very many trades. I could probably get through that in 5 minutes, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
All right, so I'll get through that. Interesting. I got some news, but it's soccer related. I don't think it's worthy of this podcast. I can reveal it later, but it's news about an underclassman getting an offer to turn pro in December's MLS draft. But here's the trade deadline thread. Okay. The Giants got a 2024 second and a 2025 fifth for Leonard Williams, who went to Seattle. Kentavious Street and a 2025 seventh went to the for after Howie found out that ACL, so he sent one of his back. The Commanders 2024 second round Bears rusher, well, to sweat now a Bear, now a Viking cousin ACL on Sunday. Jaguars had guard depth for Cleveland starting after the give up to get Dobbs 6 back by mortgaging as the gave up a 2025 to Cleveland, Donovan Pete Jones. The got a 2024 Green Bay and Rasul for 2020 round pick, and Sanders got a 4th comp pick projected pick 100 for team. And leave that comp pick after Mike McGlinchey and Free West. That's not their third rounder that they're sending to Washington.
Okay. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of trades, I don't guess. I was probably expected more than that, but I would have probably gave up a second for Chase Young instead of for Sweat. I would have probably reversed that. I feel like they gave up a lot for Sweat.
What the mock. All right, so I got. I'm double everything, but Bob's face was about Jeremiah the point midfield. He's likely to receive a Generation Adidas offer in this ML draft. Right. So this is kind enough just but having some, but is having back. I'll through his mock pick, and I'll go through each player 1 through 30 mock here. Number 1, 600-pound forward, July 7th, 18 years old, born home Dallas, Texas, Phil High School, and currently on the league. And next up, Alan Sar, 205-pound played with the Perth Watts, currently overtime elite. Half old. I think Holland has no Jeff, but I think Sar in the draft. I've got number 1 has Holland at 1, and Bayless has Zealous at number 1. All 3 different players. Number 1 has Booz at 4. His point guard, Kyrie, 3. Kyrie, board 4th. This is great. Right. Proc, April 1st, 2000, born in Somalia, Global Academy, and the fresh top 5 as a Austin Edwards from Philadelphia, McDonald all game. He's currently in for the Kentucky Wildcats. Eric Bradshaw, foot 210 from Kentucky. He goes to New Jersey, went in high school. Aaron Edwards from this. You got to keep an eye on Stefan Castle, Bogart, Bullet 1-2-4. He officially be 19 in 4 hours, exactly when he was born, but he turns 19 in 4 hours. But new high school clubbing project target. They Colliers. I have 2 All-American game. Current true freshman 8-0 birthday. Current project number 8 in ranking. Dungan UConn. He's a sophomore. Went to Bristol from Bristol, Connecticut. Our center is originally flash for Kinney down. He went to Lincoln fresh. Philip Kowski is number 11 rankings. A day, a 7-3-40 center is Zargosin. 2005 is his birthday. D came in. He's a fresh hockey. Ansa power came in at 14. He's on over to league. League against Zil team. Bobby Clinton, power flash, born on March 5th, 2003. Malmo, known for hockey, Malmo Red Hawks. They're a very popular high school played. Sunrise Christian Academy. To Penn's National Basketball League is his team. Freshman Duke, Jared McCain, freshman at Duke, for February 20th, 24. Centennial School is Sacramento. 6 250-pound power. Jersey. Rose L. Marcoson, a forward to South Penn School, Carrollton, New Jersey. Richard, small forward, France. Nicola point is for Bob Spain plays for Madrid, Real Madrid, where Luke played 2018 draft. Bob Miller is a forward from on the St. Quint, but it's on his first small forward, foot 200 pounds. He from North East Portugal, 2020. Go ahead, 420 in North Little Arkansas. Also played North Little High School, Arkansas. Colleges on. I think I'll look up after. I'll look him up now. He's actually the Indiana Hooters. He played for Oregon last year and transferred to Kentucky or Indiana. All right. Caddo. In September 2000. Jersey, Lincoln, and a freshman in Carolina. Big / Nigeria, and currently UCLA. Tijan Solo 6'9", 200 powerful. France. Mark Mid, he's / power. Currently a sophomore. He came back, had a really rough freshman year. Will have a big role this year. Kenton Flowers, shooting guard, in Georgia, NBL, currently a Louisville, Omaha Blue, Wow, Key, Iowa, Wow. All right, so that's it for this Utopia. Get future episode with his having issues, or maybe on talk show instead. Part that's right. That's all. I'll take responsibility for that. The world is about to start. Game week 9 NFL week. I don't really feel like doing a podcast Halloween, so sign off like Wes on the podcast. This is Chris Ransom from the Utopia of Sports. Long Halloween. Halloween